tonight. It's the final push for what could be a major ballot showdown in the Show Me state, abortion. The campaign to end the state's abortion ban collected signatures in St. Charles County today. Tonight, First Alert 4's Alexis Zotos joins me in the studio with the effort to put the decision before voters, Alexis.
That's right, Justin. The deadline is 1 week from today, but the campaign said they gathered their final signatures this afternoon, and now they will work to verify those signatures that they've gathered over the last 3 months before turning them over to the Secretary of State. The battle over abortion could come before Missouri voters this year.
I think it's so important that we keep reproductive rights and all rights in the hands of people and not in the hands of politicians.
Kiara Fornicola came out on the final day of signature collections. She just moved to the state.
We wanted to make sure we got our licenses Missouri and get registered to vote here as soon as possible because it's so important to vote in this state on this specific issue.
The group needs at least 171,000 signatures by May 5th. But those signatures have to be gathered from multiple parts of the state.
This has been absolutely amazing. The outpouring of support has been incredible, and we're feeling really positive about where the campaign's headed.
Now, the Missourians for Constitutional Freedom won't say how many signatures they've already collected. The campaign has raised nearly $5 million in less than 3 months since they began collecting signatures. The final push brought the group to St. Charles County.
We have folks coming in their cars getting to sign the petition. We also have canvassers who met here this afternoon and headed out into the field to knock on doors to gather signatures in St. Charles.
Anti-abortion protesters also showed up, with police monitoring traffic concerns.
You gotta stay on the side.
The majority of the protesters who held up declined to sign posters did not want to speak to First Alert 4. But one woman said she felt it in her heart to stand along Mid-Rivers Mall Drive in protest.
I wanted to come out because babies are dying.
Missouri has one of the strictest abortion bans in the country. If the group gathers the needed signatures, it will likely appear on the November ballot.
We can't always trust politicians in Jeff City to do the will of the people, and so using the initiative petition process is a way that the people can have their voices heard directly.
Okay, so here's what happens next. The campaign will turn in all of those signatures by next week. It'll then be up for the Secretary of State's office to verify them. And then if there are enough signatures, it will go before the voters. They will need more than 50% of a yes vote to make this happen. Both sides of this campaign are going to be working to educate the public no matter what happens next. Justin?
All right, Alexis, thank you for your reporting tonight. Another